Welcome to Thought for the Week, and thank you for joining us. In the future, I wonder if somebody may write a fable that might go like this. It was the time when Joe Biden was the governor of the Western world, and Rishi Sunak was the Prime Minister of Great Britain. Russia was at war with Ukraine. The world was lurching towards a climate crisis, and world leaders seemed oblivious to what was looming ahead. In Britain, we had witnessed the revolving door of number 10 Downing Street. 3 prime ministers come and go. Cost of living was getting out of hand, and the only certainty was that the rich were getting richer and the poor were getting poorer. And the country had largely lost trust in politicians and in politics. Many things were in doubt. Domestic violence in our community was in the increase. Mental health issues were rife. The NHS was in crisis, and murder was not unknown in the Vale or in Dumbarton, where we stay. Joseph left the Vale because there was no longer any work there. His wife Mary was with child, but they put all their things into an old Ford Mondeo and headed south for Liverpool, where Joseph's cousin lived. He said there was work there. The heater in the car didn't work, the shock absorbers were worn, the tax and the MOT had expired, so it was late at night when they journeyed south and Mary started into labour. They stopped at a small hospital and were told there was no longer a maternity unit there. They were redirected to a larger unit. The pains were coming so quickly that Joseph had to stop at a motorway cafe, and it was there in the car park that she gave birth, assisted by one of the cafe staff who had been coming off duty. They wrapped the child in towels borrowed from the motorway cafe, and there they laid him in the back seat of the car. And they asked themselves, what now? Pondering these things in their heart, they waited for the morning. If we miss the realism of the Christmas story, if we're never able to take it out of the context of a nursery story, then God will never break through to us. For what the story is really saying is that in the midst of all the poverty and misery and injustice, there is hope. I suppose back in Herod's day, most people were too busy listening to the tramp of the soldiers' feet marching past, or the haggling in the market stalls to hear the small cry of a baby. But the nativity story is about hope. And it's hope that keeps us alive, isn't it? Hope that keeps us going when we're frightened of what the future may hold. Hope brings us meaning in the midst of chaos and keeps us believing that even in the midst of our suffering, there is a plan being fulfilled. Let us live in hope this Advent time. Again, God bless you and thank you for joining with us.